Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Hell's Paradise. Now, this episode was very interesting because it feels like we're finally getting into the mysteries of the island, the power system. We're learning more how this island actually works. Of course, the Tencent are still a big mystery. We haven't really gotten to know them better or just being introduced to them. But I'm sensing a training arc incoming with everything that's happening right now. Like I said, the previous videos, our characters, as skilled and as powerful as they are, they're no match for the Tencent in their current state. So I'm happy we're heading into that direction for them to learn more about this Tao power that is being introduced into the series. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, at the beginning, I really liked the meeting or the face-off between Tamiya and Gabimaru, the way they were testing each other out, exchanging blows by just their intent, not actually fighting there. And Tamiya is quickly becoming one of my favorite characters in the series. I like exaggerated characters, especially with his goal, which we're gonna get to him. But I also like Fuchi quite a bit here. Fuchi being the assignment assigned to Tamiya. He's the one that stops them from actually getting into a fight. And this is where this was very impressive from Gabi. Not just his skill, his tenacity, how much he was able to fight, which last episode was insane, but him being willing to show vulnerable side to him and swallow his pride a bit, actually bows down, asking Tamiya and Fuchi for them to work together, knowing he can't do it all alone, and willing to do anything and everything to get back to his wife. So even saying, I'm no longer Gabimaru the Hollow, willing to work with other people. Even Tamiya testing him to see if he was deceiving them. He didn't dodge at the last second, and I liked how after that he just gave them a bunch of information, everything he knew about the Tencent information. Shocked both of them being the shocked, surprised faces there. Now, Tamiya reminds me a bit of Zaraki. He just wants to fight powerful opponents, in this case being the Tencent. And he wants immortality, but more historical immortality, so to say. It's not about the elixir being physically immortal. He wants to become a legend, somebody that stays after generation. His name keeps going through generations, and he becomes a legend. He wants to do something so grandiose that it sticks with humanity. And I like that quite a lot about him. I like his personality there. And Fuchi is the mad scientist. He just wants to experiment on the Tencent, which is gonna be interesting when they get their hands on one of them. And Fuchi, stay away from Mei. Stay away from her. She needs to be protected. We're gonna get to Mei. But after this, they agree to form an alliance. And we see, speaking of Mei, she's older now. She grew up a bit, which that's interesting, I guess. Was she always older? Did she grow up because she used a bit of her power? Is she like a plant? If she uses more of her power, she grows? I don't know. Is she just one of the youngest Tencent on the island? I have no idea, but hey, something interesting is happening with her, and she's able to semi-speak now, to say a few words, not have a full conversation, but her first words being Gabimaru. So she said father first time. We remember that episode when Gabi and Sagiri were like her parents there. So yeah, now we're gonna get back to Mei. What I really liked was Senta. He feels like the detective type, or the nerd type, however you wanna call him. Starts deducing quite some very interesting things about the island, saying this is not the actual Shinsenkyo, saying this island is an amalgamation of religions, concepts, myths, and things like that. Similar with what Moro Makia, the character we met a few episodes ago, wanted to do, to form a new religion, to overthrow the government. And he deduces, thanks to that this island has a creator. And what does that creator want? Is he referring to the hermit that split into the 7 Tencent that we have now, or is there somebody above even them, which that could make things even more interesting? Or are we ever gonna see the Tencent, all of them joining together and seeing the hermit that was there? So yeah, things are expanding a lot more with the island, and what I liked was Sagiri still having faith that Gabimaru is alive and he hasn't given up. Just shows how much their perspective on each other has changed ever since their first meeting. But Gabi still being Gabi with himself, that he instantly jumped at me. Hey, tell me any information you have on the Tencent and their power. But he calmed down a bit. Let her breathe. She's barely able to form words now, and she tells him Tao. Tao is the name of the power here. She tries to give him some tips or how it works, but she's not fully able to talk properly. Maybe she's gonna grow, we're gonna see a young adult form from her, I don't know, or later on, maybe when she develops more, she's just able to have a proper conversation, but she just says strong, weak mind and body, or scary at the same time. Tao flows through all things here. We find out more even with the tree talking with Sagiri, Yoruichi's group, and Mei has them here, Gabi and Tamiya, which I feel like they're split up, but all of them are learning the same thing at the same time. Now, even more interesting, we find out more about Shion, the blind guy. That was Tenza's master. He was training a bit with Nurugai, but he was refusing to teach her how to use the sword, at least at the start here. Both of them still wanting to avenge Tenza and what happened to him. Nurugai being very angry and sad, not wanting to lose more people, begging him to teach her. This is where he finally reveals how he's able to fight and see things even though he's blind. Now he has like this spirit view in a way, or seeing chakra. I feel like Tao is more similar to chakra in a way, saying everything has a unique wave in the world, and he sees it. He's able to sense it and see it, which allows him to get a grasp of everything that is around him. So he's able to see the Tao. I feel like he has the perception for it. A lot of characters have, I don't know, without them knowing they're close to Tao, but without somebody actually telling them what exactly it is, they can take that extra step to realize this power. This is where they start explaining it, especially Shion. It's yin and yang, balance in a way, stillness, emotion, the flow of all things, sort of like ki in a way. And Shin started teaching her how to hold her katana, but I wouldn't say he's a good teacher. Imagine him telling her all of the information, but all at once. Even Nurugai saying, is he an idiot? Is he teaching me everything at once? Which, yeah, somebody can know something very well, but that takes another skill to be able to translate what you know to somebody else, for them to also be capable of understanding it, which is gonna be funny. But she's just going to have to learn along the way, because monster starts attacking them, and he showcases, he destroys it very easily, tells her, hey, pay attention, I'm not gonna teach you directly, you're gonna have to learn as we go. But him still knowing inside that they can't really win against the Tencent, so everybody's going to need a power up over here. Tamiya and the others come to the same conclusion, they're gonna have to improve as they go, and this is where we have a humanoid monster shows up to them, which is revealed later on what exactly it is. This is where we see how the Tencent spend their time, still enjoying their sex life on the island there, talking about the pit, saying it's very good for them because it's like a, I don't know, the more people that are inside there, the easier it is to keep the new one that you threw in the pit, because they kept stopping them, trying to stay there together, becoming plants. And this is where we see Chobei climbing out while carrying his brother through all of the corpses, flowers, hands over there. Now Chobei is also quickly becoming one of my favorite characters in the series. I really like how blunt and direct he is. No bullshit, straight to the point. He's also dense. And I like characters like that. And the instant they were out, he's like, Toma was trying, hey, let's calm down, let's figure out what we're gonna do next and things like that, plan out a bit. And he was like, you're killing those shitheads, Toma. No, but we need to do this. We're killing those shitheads, Toma. Just straight to the point. But yeah, this is also why I like him, but at the same time, he's doing what Toma wanted without him realizing, saying the Tencent have a weakness, their lower body. He realized this during their fight, when the direction they regenerated was from their lower body instead from their head, that they are like plants here. And he instantly offers Toma, hey, have some food. He rips one of the arms from the pit, humanoid plant, kind of in the middle there. Have some human flesh that is almost turning into a monster, just eat it. Grab a sneaker. You're not yourself. I really like it, Chobei there. Now, this is where we have one of those humanoid monsters showing up the same way as Tamiya's group. And apparently is sentient and intelligent, capable of having a conversation, wants to talk with them, and it's revealed he's a doshi. They are sort of like servants for the Tencent. They learn from them, they take care of them, they serve them. They're there to investigate, and he's like, just go back into the hole, just become Tao, and it's gonna be easier for you. Like, yeah, I don't think Chobei is going to do that. And they start fighting, start punching each other. Chobei even rips one of its arms off. Toma taking care of the other weakling monsters around there. This is where we see that the Doshi was using kind of the same vision as Shion was using in the middle of the episode. And how Chobei he's close to, he's able to semi-use Tao in a way. Is it also because he has been eating monsters, probably? That kind of jump-started his power. In a way, that's how I feel. But he's also very, very exhausted, would be an understatement. Now, we have the fight between them, and Chobei kind of loses. He gets stabbed into the back and starts bleeding very hard, and that's where pretty much the episode cuts off. Now, after this, we're gonna need that training arc very, very badly, because, yeah, like I said, they're not gonna be able to win in their current state. Things have definitely gotten more interesting. Overall, this feels like a setup episode. I've been really liking it. I'm happy we get some of the other characters getting some attention, delving a bit more into the power system over here. The Tencent still being very mysterious. Mei, I'm also very curious about her. So I want to know what you guys thought about the episode right now. Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Hell's Paradise. Make sure to check out the podcast also, because anime. I'm gonna see you again the next time. Bye bye.